realize how much effort is gonna go through this video. So see, I had to reshoot everything because they weren't to my satisfaction. Now, I have been wanting to create this channel or launch this channel and since last year, and I was thinking of going grand by really taking on a personal project called 100 Smiles. But scheduling had proven to be very challenging. The aim of that project is really simple. I just really wanted to retell the amazing stories behind the amazing smiles of seemingly ordinary but awesome people that I know. Now, just as a little bit of a background, I went through a monumental change in my life last year. And I really needed a way to heal. So taking on a personal challenge that would remind me to smile is really a good way. And really a part of that healing is to go back to something that I really like, and that's taking photos and taking photos of myself, which I'll call selfies. Now, because I really enjoy doing this, honestly I do. Maybe because I'm vain, but I honestly do enjoy. I really wanted to share some of the things that I do to take my own selfies that you can also follow, or it can be a start for you to up your own selfie game. So before we start, let me just remind you that when you take your pictures, do it for yourself and for nobody else. Don't do it for the likes. Don't do it for the validation of others. Before you start, remind yourself that you're beautiful, you're happy, you're contented, you're gorgeous, you're everything like that. The likes or the comments will not justify that. Of course, it's good for your soul at times, but don't base your success in taking your own selfies with the likes and the comments. Okay, do this for yourself. And for this episode, we'll just really be talking about 3 basic things. Number 1 is your camera. To be exact, your phone camera, the front camera of your phone. Number 2, the light. And number 3, the angle. Now, before I get into the more technical stuff, I just want to remind everyone that I am no expert photographer, and I am no model, not even a personality guru. And yes, I am wearing very light makeup for this video. And no, I cannot make a makeup video for you guys, but maybe after the lockdown or after the quarantine, I can get some really good makeup artists like Madam Nelia and Chris to do an episode for us or with us and do their tricks on the video, and we can all share that. Okay, so just before we start, have a good working knowledge, not just of your camera, but of yourself and what you enjoy and how you look like and how you smile. Because the best thing that you can wear on a picture is your smile and the confidence that comes with it. Okay, now let's go to the more technical stuff. Your phone camera. So I'm using an iPhone XR. So most of the settings that you would be seeing would be for an iPhone. Okay. The point is to know the shooting modes for your phone, particularly for the front camera. It's important because you have to select the best one, the best option for shooting your selfie. Most of the phones would have a portrait mode. And both iOS and Android phones would have the aperture setting. Now, the aperture setting, or those little Fs, right, the f-stops, is really to translate it in a more understandable way for us. It's really how you blur the background. Now, you don't want it to be totally blurred, because if no one has ever told you, now let me burst your bubble a little bit, you look like you've been pasted on your photo. And that's not really to be mean, it's just really to tell you it doesn't look good. So please stay away from really low aperture. I'm not gonna go into the technical details as why you're not supposed to do that, but just stay in the higher numbers like 7.1 or 8, and that would make you a better photographer, I guess, in general. You don't want to look like you've been pasted on your own selfie. Okay, so I would recommend to use your portrait mode for any phone that you use. I think all of the phones now would have that because they all wanted to simulate a DLSR. Blah. Okay, next part. It's the light. Okay. Now, before I go to the light, please avoid using filters before the photo. If you need to edit, do it afterwards. Don't filter your photos before. Okay? It kind of tricks the light, so please don't do that. Okay, so the light is very important, and you can actually buy or get yourself like a ring light. I don't really have it. See, I rarely take photos of myself at night. And if I do, I just really use a night light like this one. So cute, right? It's a star. You can get one from, I think I got this one from Lazada. So you can just get any extra light source or another phone or a flashlight. That would be good. But the best time really to shoot your selfies, as the trend had taught you, would be at the golden hour of 3 to 4 p.m. And if you have a really big window like I do, take advantage of that. See, it's really nice. Take advantage of that and take your photos while you have your natural light. That still is the best kind of light that you can get for any photos. So whether it's your selfie or you're simply taking a picture of something, your best light is the natural light. Now, the angle. See, I'm not a professional model, but I really just enjoy taking photos of myself. So it's important for me to know, of course, where to tilt my head. Don't just do one angle, experiment. Be creative. Now, recently I was challenged by a friend from Tumblr, Anthony. Hi. His Tumblr down below. To take photos of myself in different faces and different poses. This exercise was actually really good because it made me more comfortable on how I look. It made me discover some facial expressions, some angles that I don't really usually take a photo of. See, be creative in the angles and you would be shocked to find out that there are little things that you still don't know about your face, what you can do, which angles really make you look good. The key about angling is being comfortable in that particular position, being comfortable in that particular frame. Okay, so experiment, be creative, take your angles. Just a note, you're not a celebrity, so am I. There would be unflattering angles, and that's totally okay because we're human beings. We're not paid. It's not our job to look good at every angle. So please spare yourself from frustration. If you don't find it good, delete it. Okay, now some tips and tricks. Number one, avoid using too much filters, please. If you think that you don't look good enough without the filter, then you're wrong. Just experiment with the angles. If you must edit, if you want to put a little bit of artistic touch, do it at the end. Now, filters are fine. Don't get me wrong. I find them funny. I find them creative. It's totally fine. But just don't make yourself believe that you don't look good without them. All right. Number two, just choose 1 or 2 photos to upload and keep the surprise for everyone. Now, if you think that all the selfies that you took were really good, and that's good. That speaks a lot about your confidence. Put them in a collage. What we're counting here is how many times you actually have uploaded. You want, if you're doing this for a little bit of validation, which is good for your soul at times, but let it not be the basis of you being happy. If you must do that, again, put it in a collage. Don't put it. Don't upload too many times a day. So that's what we're counting. It's the upload, so that people would give the people time to appreciate what you just have posted on your wall. And that's really out of the selfie game, but it's for marketability. I mean, if you're doing it for the likes, right? Okay, and nothing is really set in stone. You can forget about everything that I said. No, really, nothing is set in stone. Just practice, be comfortable with it, be happy when you take your selfies. The more you do it, the more that you will explore and see different parts of your faces. And I'm really sorry for the noise. Every time that I start recording, all these cars are just really passing by. You'll find your own niche in doing your selfies, and you might come out more creative than me, right? We can exchange ideas on how to do all of these. We can take the quarantine time to do that. So I'm giving you all of these tips, so just at least you will have some help to start somewhere, at least. Okay, so what you just heard from me are just really pretty basic things on how to do your selfie, and most of them are really just, reminders. Now, before we wrap up, let me just give a quick shout out to Sir Az for that really encouraging comment the other week or some weeks ago on Facebook. Thank you so much. Now this is the output of that comment. And shout out to the two awesome folks who had done their own vlogs just simply because they can. Marcy RC and my favorite TikTok boy, though I don't TikTok, Hi Neo. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the inspiration. And just to add a little drama to this particular episode and to make it more human, not to make it all sound technical and stuff, I would like to take the time to thank you to those people I have reached out to those who have reached out to me and who are constantly messaging me. Thank you so much for being there. I won't be a victim. I'm not even a survivor. I just merely passed by this whole situation. It wasn't easy, the situation, the reaching out. It wasn't easy to swallow and take it all in. But you guys made it so bearable for me. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. You guys are awesome in putting effort into helping me, and know that all your help had not gone in vain, and this is our output together, this video. So thank you so much. You guys are the best human beings this world can ever offer. So why should you be back for the next video? Maybe because I'll be making another video or not. Let's see. But really on the next episode, we want to talk about the apps that I use. I want to share them with you. Please know that not in any way it is paid or sponsored. And most of the apps there are particular apps that I really bought for the purpose of pictures, not just for selfies, but for the purpose of editing my photos. Now, before I go, I really encourage you to put your photos on the section down below. If you're watching this from YouTube, then the links of your photos that you took, your selfies, based from the basic tips that we had. So I guess this is my cue to say please like and subscribe, and feel free to share. More happy people, the better place that we have. Okay, so I'll see you on the next episode. Again, my name is Lee, and this is